pride made him famous. In a quiet village where life followed an old rhythm, roosters announced the morning, children ran barefoot on red soil roads, elders sat under the Iroko tree sharing wisdom older than memory. And in that village lived a man named Eyong. Eyong was known everywhere, not because he was the strongest, not because he was the wisest, but because he was admired. He was tall, handsome, and confident. When Eyong walked through the market, women whispered. When he spoke, young men listened. His laughter was loud, his presence commanding. People said, "That one, he is going far in life." And Eyong believed it. As the years passed, admiration slowly became pride. Eyong no longer greeted elders properly. He rushed past the Iroko tree without kneeling or bowing his head. When advised, he laughed. "What do old people know about the modern world?" he would say. He chased attention like fire chases dry grass, parties in nearby towns, loud nights, empty praise. The more people admired him, the less he listened. One evening during the village council gathering, an elder named Papa Inao called Eyong forward. "My son," the elder said calmly, "a tree that grows too fast forgets its roots." The villagers nodded, but Eyong smiled proudly. "I hear you, Papa," he replied, "but my life is different." The elders exchanged looks. Wisdom had spoken, but pride had closed its ears. Life has a strange way of teaching lessons. Slowly, things changed. Friends stopped calling. The applause grew quiet. The doors that once opened freely began to close. Eyong tried harder to impress, louder to be seen, but the village no longer watched. Then came the night everything fell apart. A celebration in town, too much noise, too much confidence. And by morning, Eyong returned with nothing but shame. No praise, no support, only silence. Days turned into weeks. Eyong stopped leaving his compound. The young men who once followed him now avoided him. The women who once smiled now passed without looking. For the first time in his life, Eyong was alone. One afternoon, he sat outside his father's old hut, staring at the hills. That was when Rita passed by. Rita had once admired him quietly, but life had taken her voice. She could no longer speak. She looked at Eyong and nodded. No judgment, no mockery, just understanding. And something broke inside him. That night, Eyong did not sleep. He remembered every warning, every elder's voice, every moment he chose pride over respect. He whispered into the darkness, "I was loud, but empty." The next morning, something changed. Eyong woke early. He bathed. He dressed simply. And he walked, not proudly, but humbly, to the Iroko tree. The elders were surprised. He knelt. "Papa," he said quietly, "I thought respect was automatic. I was wrong." Silence fell. Then Papa Inao smiled. "A child who returns home is never lost." From that day, Eyong changed. He greeted elders properly. He helped young men farm. He spoke less, but listened more. When the youth gathered, he warned them, "Do not chase applause, chase character." He told them his story, not as a hero, but as a lesson. Today, people still speak of Eyong, not as the handsome village star, but as the man who fell and rose with humility. No matter how far the river flows, it never forgets its source.